3 times, 4 times. Doing gang things, living super clean. That done came up, can't control. One time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. Look at you, you done came up now. Get it how you live, mess the game up now. Ain't messing with yoga, but get the flame up. Hey, used to be Toby, but got your name back now. I see ya, paid under pressure. 25 lighters, got them all on the dresser. If it ain't for you, ain't for you then. If you a lame or a sucker, wanna dress you then. Grown up now, bump the childish ways. Got a wife and a bunch of kids to raise. Punch a clock side hustle or a business you endure to ensure that all the bills is paid. Slow clap for your homeboy. Could've turned out like your homeboy. Been on the same block, cooking up the same rock on the cell block lot with your homeboy. But no, you had vision, you had goal. Brand new you on the old time road. Take care of home where you bust your low. Black men don't teach, screaming bunty hoe. Real men talk, real king ways. Still in captivity, but minds ain't slave. Got a little wisdom, boy, you PD grade. Giving out the knowledge on the stoop these days. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the folk that have moved up. Even if you had a slow start screwed up. Used to gang bang, now homie brewed up. Had a little plan, I had them blew up. Look at you like a man right now. Dressed to the T, smelling like a grand right now. And you ain't got nothing from a handout now. Just faith and hard work gets it planned out now. You could've took a bunch of dusty rolls. The hand dealt with a bunch of cards to fold. To stay hot while the world is freezing cold. The same plot, but the story's never old. Slow clap for your kinfolk. Could've been asking what your info. Prosecutor could be trying to do you in for the 2020 twins, so you passing out the info. But no, you had purpose, you had plans. I ain't throwing nothing on Mercedes. Bands won't impress y'all, don't need no fans. That ain't my God, who is that, man? This real man talk, real king ways. Still in captivity, but minds ain't slave. Got a little wisdom, boy, you peak these grades. Giving out the knowledge on the stoop these days. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. Yeah, real man. Sheesh. Yeah. Doing cane things. Living super clean. That it came up.
1 time for my kings doing king things. Mom these hoes cause you know he got a good thing. I submit and I cook and I clean and I never hold back on that pop. I'ma let it rain. Made me honest, I got a ring. All praises to the most high, let it sing. A real man able, sister never came. And I ain't going nowhere, this is not a game. Look at you, girl, you're lonely right now. Settling for bums instead of in the most high. He provide and protect so he get our respect. And he leading us aboard when them chariots fly. I don't really think you hear me though. You can't cross this bridge on some billy goats. Let them save you in the end like a Seminole. Be help me, shout it, let the silly go.
1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up.
Did the song just go off?
One time.
This is crazy. This has never done this to me before. Shalom and shalom, sisters and cousins, and praise the Lord, saints. It's your favorite housewife, Miss Mono. Please forgive me, y'all. The music, I came out here and the music was off. That never happens to me. Please, please, please excuse me. All praises to the Most High for all of y'all being here this evening. Thank you so much for joining me. As I tell you guys every week, you could be anywhere on the worldwide internet, but you are here with me, and I appreciate that. Tonight's main topic is going to be chasing the bag. We're going to talk about that. And I don't know. I'm not going to guarantee that we're going to stay on topic. I'm not going to lie to you guys because just a lot on my mind, just a lot of current events, some things that I kind of accidentally discovered. So we're going to get into all that today on our program here. Sorry, let me get my Instagram popping. I have been going live on TikTok more, but TikTok doesn't really I don't need no filter. TikTok doesn't really do good with show format. Like TikTok is more like personal, you know, or more of like a one-on-one thing, talking to everyone. So TikTok's not really great for my show. Okay. So please allow me to introduce myself. Please forgive me if I seem a little discombobulated. I am going to ask y'all to pray for me this evening, okay? Your girl is going through just some little emotional, mental, whatever woman stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? Say a quick prayer for your homie if it's in you. If this is your first time here, please allow me to introduce myself. Which one would you prefer us to be on? Please come to the YouTube. Leah, thank you so much for asking. Please come to the YouTube. I'm always going to want you guys on the YouTube. We are trying to pick up some traction there so we can get everything spread and not really have to deal with Facebook. Y'all know how Facebook be acting. So please head over to the YouTube at Monologue Magad, MONOLOG MAGAD. I'm going to throw it up here in the captions for you guys, okay? MONOLOG MAGAD. And by the way, this is my super delicious, illustrious husband. So head on over to the YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe. Take a look at our past podcast episodes, past visuals, all that good stuff, so you can be a part of what we have going on here at the House of Mono, okay? And just in case it's your first time here and you're like, who is this lovely lady telling me to go to this YouTube? I am at Miss Mono's World in these content creator streets. Now, you know, if you want to follow me in my content, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff, and yeah, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, I said all that already. Okay. So what else? Oh, yes. Okay. So I'm doing things out of order. I usually intro myself first, then the YouTube, but we're going to go a little out of order, but that's okay. So shout out to my audience on the Saya TV. If you are watching me on the Saya TV app, thank you so much. If you have not already downloaded the Saya TV app, when you're done here, you can go ahead and do that. Your smart TV, your Roku, your Fire Sticks, go ahead and download the Saya TV app. Lots and lots of righteous content from diverse group of teachers. So you should be able to find something there that you like. And there's also content for kids on there, educational content, family movies, just a lot of great stuff. So go ahead and download the Nasaya TV app, or, you know, you're like, hey sis, I ain't got a smart TV, or I can only get to my laptop right now. No problem. Nasaya.tv will get you the same information. Okay. All right, and so I have a special guest with me this evening. I like to bring her out every now and then whenever she can get away, because she's a busy lady too. So I would like you all to put your virtual hands together and give a shout out to the lovely, the one and only, the editor of the Light Hebrew magazine and just the curator of so many fun things in Israel, Sister Delta, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, shalom, everybody. Shalom, sis. Thank you for having me.
Okay, testing. Can you hear me now?
I can. I can always hear you.
Okay, there we go. I can hear you now. Okay, girl. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for having me, sis.
Huh?
Thank you for having me. Shalom, everybody in the chat.
Thank you for coming. Like, no, seriously. Thank you so much for coming on and just doing. Thank you for everything you do, honestly. So I'm really flattered to have you because I know you be moving and shaking. So can you look at everybody showing love to Delta? Okay, girl.
I love y'all. Shalom. I can't wait to see everybody at F3 though. I know everybody that's coming is gonna be at F3.
Yes. Speaking of which, that's why you're here. Go ahead and fill us in on the latest happening with the Light Hebrew magazine and any F3 update.
Yes. So we got a new issue of the Light Hebrew magazine dropping tomorrow. So if you have not subscribed to our website, tlhmagazine.net, make sure that you guys go on over there and subscribe so you do not miss the release of the brand new magazine coming out tomorrow. Miss Mono has a new article. It is fire. Y'all have got to start checking her out. There's emails, contact information, ask questions, get involved.
Please. I actually had a sister reach out to me last week, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh!" So yeah, please, y'all. I answer emails. I answer messages. So please do.
Yes, it's exciting. It's always, a good thing what you doing, sis, because like we were having a conversation the other day about how sometimes sisters are getting bullied, out here, and so what you do. It's not bullying, it's really correcting, and in a soft manner. So shout out to you and everything that you do, because our sisters, they really need that. It's getting hard out here. I can't imagine what it's like to be a single sister trying to walk in this truth, man. I really can't.
I can't either. And my heart goes out to them for real, because these new dudes on something else. Yes, they got a lot to deal with.
They living in their imagination, but we're gonna let them make it. But as far as F3 though, it is up. There is so much going on. Yes, we got the live performance. We got Sunday. We got the whole weekend going down, but Sunday is the actual F3 fest. That's the actual Fringed Up Family Fest. So y'all come in your summer gear. It's gonna be hot out there. Right now, you can still get your VIP tents. It is Atlanta. It is hot. It is sticky. It is the South heat. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Last year we had a little breeze. Yeah, we had a little breeze last year because we had a little pond. This year we are on the football field, y'all. It's gonna be hot. So if you you hot or whatever, you know how you are, then go ahead and get you a VIP tent. Get prepared. We want everybody to be prepared. There will be free ice and water. There's no outside foods or drinks allowed to come in. We need to enforce that. Yes. And you cannot bring your own tent in. For security reasons, you cannot bring your own tent into the facility. So you need to either get a VIP tent or holler at us about, something else, because you cannot bring your own tents into the building. You can bring your own lawn chairs. You definitely can bring your own lawn chairs. There will be bleachers there because it is a football field, but you're more than welcome to bring your own lawn chairs, for you and your family, so y'all can set up on the football field or, whatever. But the VIP tents are available. Vendor space is available. There's different packages for vendor spaces. I think they range from like 75 to like 150 or something like that. So everything to fit everybody's budget. Like I said, there's no outside foods or drinks allowed. And unfortunately, at this time, no, you cannot, Leah, bring coolers in. Shalom, sister. Yes, you cannot bring coolers in. No outside foods, drinks, coolers. So what would you need a cooler for if you can't bring no food or drinks, sis? No, you can't bring
people a cooler, Leah.
Because we got the free ice. We got the free ice. We got the free water. We're going to be very prepared as long as you guys buy your tickets ahead of time, pre-buy, catch the event, take advantage of the early bird specials, my people, because they are going up. What monologue said? What's his little saying? He said it's gonna be Mo at the door
It's
for
gonna
sure.
cost Mo at the door, y'all.
That's it.
And I know we did not uphold that last year because it was our first year, but please believe me, the team at the Fringed Up Family Fest is not playing games this year, especially after how we got bum rushed. Okay,
Yes, y'all. Israel was showing out that y'all was bringing y'all own tents, setting up. Y'all was bringing liquor bottles. You can't do that this year. We on y'all's. You know what I'm saying? So to make sure that you stay, on your game. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get your VIP tents. If you are a vendor, go ahead and get the vendor table. We do have some discounted hotel blocks. I think one of those have already been filled up.
What?
So we still have, yes, I think that one of those, yes, it's still been filled up, but we have another hotel host. And that's just a hotel that's going to be a discount. It is going to be 4th of July weekend. So, everything is going to be, they're going to hype up the prices a little bit. So we were able to get some discounts in the area really close, like 10, 15 minutes away from where F3 and all of the F3 festivities all weekend will be going on, because Friday, there's going to be a first fruits feast. Saturday morning, there's going to be a Shabbat class. Saturday night, there's going to be a meet and greet with all kind of things going on. You got most of this stuff. You're going to have to be there. We're really surprising you guys with a lot of stuff, but you're going to have to be there to experience it. There's going to be a beat battle. If you're a producer, if you know a producer, someone that makes tracks, it's a friendly competition, y'all. We brothers and sisters. We just having fun. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a producer, you're interested in being involved in those festivities, submit to be a part of the beat battle. It's free. You don't have to pay to be in the beat battle. Just come on and have some righteous fun. Get involved. There's going to be, I hope, thousands of people there, but hundreds of artists. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be hundreds of artists there that might like your beats, that might need to meet you, that don't know who you are. Come on out, network, bring your family, let the kids run around, let the wives have fun. It's going to be up. There's going to be affordable foods there. And unfortunately, also, there's not any food or drink vendors being allowed at this time. At this time, we are not accepting food or drink vendors. Sorry, I know that y'all wanted to come and sell some food, but we're not accepting those at this time. Any other vendors though, and any other type of entertainment stations. If you're a talent, if you're an entertainment station, I don't know if you got a clown dunk booth in your garage, you don't have anything to do, come rent that space. Have fun at the F3 Fest. A lot of people want to see some brew get dunked. We don't know anything, all kind of talents, entertainment station. You know what I'm saying? This is the F3 Fringed Up Fest. We doing it big. We want everything righteous, all the talent righteous, everything unique. If you're a unique talent, an artist, a poet, comedians, all the artist slots have been full. They're filled up for the F3 event on Sunday. Stay tuned to the 3MG YouTube and to Monologue Magog's lives to get updates on how you may be able to submit or get approved to perform at the meet and greet the Saturday night before F3. But at this time, everybody for F3 has been chosen. You will be receiving your emails about that. You don't know. You might be one of the chosen. We don't know. So everybody's going to be getting those emails coming up this week. Just give us a little bit of time. There was a lot of music that everybody had to go through, and the board had to, go through. So just be patient, and you'll be receiving emails coming up. But yeah, all the information that you need is at 3mgmusic.com, from vendor tables, how to be a sponsor, how to be a vendor, how to be what else? A volunteer. We need volunteers.
Yes, a volunteer.
We need reliable, dependable people that know how to deal with people, that are good with customer service, that know how to deal with their people, so
preach that.
You gotta go ahead and deal with people. And Israel is a peculiar people. We peculiar. So you gotta
we a little peculiar, and we have our ways.
We definitely do. So we're looking for volunteers, people that want to help. This was a huge event last year, and we're expecting for it to be even bigger this year. We need some real righteous help. brothers and sisters. We need muscles. We need smiles. We need all of that. So 3mgmusic.com.
And you guys, don't sleep on the meet and greet. The meet and greet last year was off the chain. So many people show up. It was a time to be had.
It was lit.
Don't sleep on F3. The crowd last year at F3 was so big, random people came. They saw the cars, they pulled up, they got out their car, and they came in and they was kicking it with us. So you never know who's going to show up at F3. So come on out if you have a talent. You know what I'm saying? If you want to volunteer, if you just want to serve, you want to be amongst your people. Listen, that is the number one complaint in Israel. I don't have any other Israelites around me. I don't have anybody I can commune with. You know, come kick it with us. All clean food. You ain't going to have to worry about nothing unlawful. You can eat. You can have fun. There's a playground at the football field for the kids. So moms, parents, there's going to be plenty for the kids to do. 1 second. I'm sorry.
Y'all make sure y'all tell everybody that if they can't make it and they want to make it and they can't make it and they want to volunteer, they want to do this, they want to do that, one thing they can do, you can send your donations.
Yes, you can donate or you can be a sponsor. Delta, go ahead and tell them about that because jump on the mic.
So you can definitely be a sponsor. Look, this is opportunities to get your business exposure and off the ground. I'm talking about tax companies. I'm talking about schools. I'm talking about hair salons, natural products, water companies, food companies can be sponsors. You know, if you got a restaurant or something like that, you want to put your banners on the stage. Maybe you want to sponsor the food court. You know what I'm saying? We got title sponsorship. This is the real deal. We're not playing out here. You know what I'm saying? Like what Mono be say? What you say, Sheer? $1 or $2 will do.
$1 or $2 will do.
All day. Yes. So if you're interested in being a sponsor or really getting some advertising and taking advantage of these opportunities with this event,
or
this
is
it.
Sit down. Just keep popping here. Okay, so Monologue wanted me to remind you all that we had a testimony recently that last year someone met their current spouse at F3 and the couple is still very happily married. So listen, if I was single, I would definitely be at F3. Okay, I know that the people there are at least
trying.
Right.
Because it was up. It wasn't no old perverse. Come here, girl. It wasn't none of that going on.
Nothing like that.
Gentlemen, it was ladies. People was lit. The music was good. And this year we're having different type of festivities. Like I said, we got the beat battle going on. We're gonna do adult musical chairs. Last year they was giving away TVs. We're gonna be giving away stuff this year. But you gotta come.
You have to come and be a part. And also, listen, if you're saying like, hey, I can't come, but I would like to help another family come, you can also sponsor a family.
That's right.
Go to 3mgmusic.com. The website's right there. And, you can go and sponsor a family, buy a couple of tickets. And through this show or some of our other media outlets, we will distribute those sponsored tickets.
Absolutely. So the platforms are going to be here. The Brew News Report, Truth Be Told, Flex Podcast, Righteous Reactions. It's so if you can find out the information, but you got to really stay tuned to 3mgmusic.com.
3mgmusic.com, the House of Monologue McGad on YouTube. You will get all the information there. What else? The next issue of the Light Hebrew magazine comes out tomorrow.
I'm excited too. This is one of my favorite issues, I must say. I enjoyed creating this issue. I enjoyed the artist that's featured on it and all of the people that are featured in the articles and stuff. This is one of my favorites. So y'all look out for it. Yep.
Okay. Tomorrow, the Light Hebrew magazine, TLHM, magazine.net, right?
That's right.
I'm gonna
That's
make a
right.
banner so I can put it up
Thank you,
for when
sis.
you come on. Thank you so much, Sister Delta. I know you are super busy. I appreciate you. Please send your husband and your children our love. Tell them thank you
Will
for
do.
this time.
Yeah.
And we will
All
see
right.
you next
Love you,
month.
girl. See y'all
Love
soon.
you too.
All right.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Sister Delta, ladies and gentlemen, from the Light Hebrew magazine. Listen, that is a good sis right there. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm one that is guilty of crediting a friend quickly. Like, I just want to love everybody. I want everybody to be my friend. But nah, that sis right there, proven, tried and true, solid sister. Love her. Okay, let me get some of these comments. Leah, thank you. Child, I just did my hair. Let's see. Yes, that's everybody. Angelina said being single is ghetto. I'm so sorry. Speaking of ghetto, what is this whole drizzle situation these men got going on? It's supposed to be like soft man era. Listen, I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that because I don't want no soft man. I don't want a soft man. I'm the only soft person in my marriage. Okay, I don't need. That is crazy. That is crazy. Anyway, yes, portable fans, get you the little ones that shoot out the cold water if you can. I'm telling y'all, it's going to be hot, but we're not in the city. We're kind of more in a rural area, so it won't be as scorching as it is in the city, but prepare yourself, please. Yes, a total weekend party. 4th of July weekend is going to be lit. This is going to be one for the books, let me tell you. Uncle Man, shalom and shalom. Thank you for joining us, sir. You talk about love connection. Listen, it happened once. It can happen again. And let me just give this little disclaimer, okay? If you meet someone at F3, shout out to everybody on my IG, shalom and shalom. Head over to the YouTube at Monologue Magad, MONOLOGMAGAD. That way you can see everything and be a part of the conversation. If you meet someone at F3, it is not a blanket okay. You still need to vet this person. You still need to go through the courting process. You need to ask around, ask your neighbors, ask your friends. Like, you still need to do your homework. But, it happened last year. It can happen for you this year. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Sister Delta is so freaking cute. Isn't she? She always is. AZZ, thank you so much for joining me. Yes, head over to the YouTube. That way you can jump in the chat. You can see and hear. I mean, you can do all that on Facebook too. But head over to the YouTube. We're trying to grow the YouTube. So head over to the YouTube for us. Thank you so much. Now it's time for our side stories. And let me tell y'all something. All right, let me tell y'all something. Our side stories, maybe a little heavy today. All right. It all started when I came across an article about a transsexual boxer. She is a trans man boxer. Okay. Aziza Jokes. Oh, I love that name. Shalom, sis. Thank you for coming on over to the YouTube. There's a trans man boxer. She goes by Patricio Manuel. And she was recently knocked out in 21 seconds by a biological man. Okay. Which, who's surprised, right? Like, okay. And like, when I saw it at first, I was like, duh, that's what you get. But when I always want to read and research and see what's going on. No, man, this was the first time she had got knocked out by a man. She's been fighting men for a while, and this was her first loss, okay? So put a pin in that. Because I don't understand how this woman has been fighting these men all this time, and there has not been one issue or complaint. Nobody's had anything to say. When it comes to trans women who are biological men, however, participating in women's sports, it's a whole big uproar. And hear me, I'm not saying there shouldn't be an uproar, but why isn't the uproar going both ways? That's my question. So I'm talking to my husband about this, and he's, giving me his theories or whatever. And he happened to come across an article, and this was from a few years ago. It's like 2017. But there was a WNBA player named Candace Wiggins. She was in the WNBA. She had played for a few seasons. And in this article, she talks about how she was so severely bullied by the lesbian members of the WNBA that it caused her to retire before she wanted to, because she could not deal with them bullying her for being heterosexual. And, it's like, what? You gotta be kidding me. Like, not the perpetual victims being the actual bullies. So I'm reading more, and then there's another incident where the coach of the Las Vegas team was suspended for bullying a player who was pregnant. So it seems that any type of normal femininity, any type of expression of normalcy is not welcome and is in fact like unwanted when it comes to the WNBA. So I'm like, maybe they're tripping, because she said in the article that the WNBA was 98% gay. So I'm like, is that for real? So when I went and looked it up, as of last year, it's about 50%, they said, of the WNBA is like officially documented part of the alphabet community. Okay. So yes, bullied because she was bullied because she was straight. She was made fun of. She said she was called names. She was called the B word. She was purposely hit. She was purposely treated rough. She said she got thrown down to the ground so many times her rookie year, she almost quit then. So this is the world we live in. Okay, but put a pin in that, because wait, there's more. All right, because I start going down the WNBA rabbit hole. Like, is it really that bad? Apparently it's really that bad. And apparently there is a player, I forgot what team she's on, but she didn't just come out as trans, but she just had her breast removed. She just had her breast removed, and she's transitioning to a man. So I'm confused. I'm so confused, because you play for the Women's National Basketball Association, but now you want to identify as a man. Anybody else confused? That sounds like somebody was mad she rejected. It might be. It might be. Because she said it went on for the whole time she was there. And if you're around a bunch of girls who like girls and you don't like girls, then that sounds like what it could have been. Okay. But so now we have this woman who's transitioning to a man and is still playing in a WNBA, and she's being celebrated, and she's like getting all these headlines, and she's getting all this attention and stuff. And I'm just like, wait a minute, because so now she identifies as she, he, them. She answers to she, he, and them. I was so confused when I read that. You don't have to choose one anymore. You can just have all the pronouns to yourself. Just call yourself whatever you want. It's crazy. And so, looking at this WNBA situation, it seems like it's just a microcosm of the relation of members of the alphabet community with heterosexual normal people. And yes, I'm going to use the word normal. Okay? Because y'all got to stop acting like biology isn't what it is. It takes a man and a woman to make a baby. And I don't care what Brittany Griner and her wife are doing. We know that there was a man's sperm in that situation somewhere. Brittany didn't get her pregnant. I call them y'alls. Y'alls. I mean, they want to go by they, so what the heck? Y'alls make perfect sense to me. And they are just, it's sad. And again, I can remember when the WNBA first started and they had players like Lisa Leslie, and she was a known biological woman. She was heterosexual. She was married to a man. Oh, and then guess what else I found out? Do y'all remember Cheryl Swoops? I don't know if y'all remember Cheryl Swoops, but yeah, Candace Wiggins, that's who I was talking about in the beginning. I don't know if y'all remember Cheryl Swoops, but so when she first came into the NBA, she was the WNBA, she was hetero. Then she got married. She was married from 1995 to 1999. And then not too long after that, guess what she did? Guess what she did? Go ahead, y'all. I get y'all. Y'all already know what she did. She came out as gay. All of a sudden, she's married to a woman, right? And that went on for a few years. And now, mind you, when she came out as gay, they did a whole press rollout. I mean, you can Google it. They did a whole press rollout. It was this whole big announcement because it was like, oh, we flipped one. We turned one out. She was married to a whole man. And now look, she over here with women. And she came and did this big interview talking about, oh, for the past 5 to 8 years, I've been waiting to exhale. And now I feel like I can finally be who I am just for her to turn around and now be engaged to be married to a man. I don't get it. I don't get it. And so her whole defense is, well, I wasn't born gay and I just kind of like whoever likes me at the time. So why do you need to make an announcement about that? I don't make an announcement every time I change my shoes. Why is this worth an announcement? Why is their sexuality worth an announcement? Whose kid? One of the reality stars from Real Housewives of New Jersey, their child just came out as whatever they want to be. And kids, y'all, kids, and I said this last week, leave the kids out of it. When you start displaying these types of behaviors with children, you are just giving people who refuse to see them as children more right to refuse to see them as children. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if that child is old enough to decide that I'm not a girl or I'm not a boy, and they're old enough to consent to having their sex change, well, then they're old enough to consent to whatever other sexual activity they feel that should be going on. And I don't understand why we don't realize this. They are the biggest attention whores. The biggest attention. I don't announce that I'm heterosexual. Nobody needs to know that. It doesn't need to be. If you want to be treated like a normal person, then act like a normal person. A normal person doesn't announce their sexuality. A normal person just lives their life and does what they do. Where's the heterosexual parade? That's all I'm saying. Where is the I want a parade. I want a parade. I want a heterosexual pride month and I want a parade. Dang it. Heterosexuals are losing. I was at the mall today. It was so sad. Like the whole mall was gay. We are. I'm highly convinced at this point that heterosexual people are in the minority. Right? And I hate the term cisgender because it denotates that you need to alter my gender and you don't. Because you don't need to alter my gender. Don't call me cisgender. I am a woman. All right. You don't need to title my gender when I carry the gender, that the creator gave me at birth. I don't need a prefix on that. Okay. So regular biological people who are heterosexual. I feel like we're in a minority right now. And let's be real. I don't see it getting any better. I don't see it getting any better. Because everybody's gay now. Every celebrity is gay. Even the ones who are in a normal relationship come out and announce themselves as queer or bisexual or something like that. Why? Why? For what? For what reason? It is totally and absolutely unnecessary. They already have nasty people. They're called minor attracted persons. Minor attracted persons. I can't believe there's a name for it. Minor attracted. No, you're nasty and you're a pervert. That's what you are. We need to call them what they are, pedophiles. I'm not sugarcoating that. I'm not sugarcoating it. I'm not going to call you anything but a disgusting pedophile, period. Yeah, Fringe Fest is an all heterosexual party, okay? All heteros. All right. Men, and women. Keep the shaft, shalom and shalom. All the Diddy boppers coming out. Speaking of Diddy bopping, listen, now, I saw an interview this week with Jaguar Wright, and I don't know how many of y'all have seen any of her previous interviews. I don't know why I can't think of the name of this channel. Why do I want to say it was Street Stars or something like that? I think it's the real Street Stars. I think that's who she did the interview with. She was on a blue couch. And I don't know. So she did an interview before, like a year or some change ago, way before the Cassie lawsuit and all this Diddy stuff started coming out. In this interview, she was talking about the very same things that came out in the lawsuit. And I don't know how many of you all have had the stomach to read the lawsuit. It is a lot of disgusting, hurtful, traumatic. Just, it's crazy, okay? But all this, most of the stuff that she was talking about is the stuff that was named in the lawsuit, okay? So now here she is, after everything's happening, feeling vindicated, and I don't blame her. She should feel vindicated, okay? But if her track record continues, Jay-Z is next, okay? If her track record continues, Jay-Z is next, and who is surprised? We've been hearing rumors about Jay-Z. This is nothing new. Okay. People still mad at him for how he did D-Haven. People are still mad at him for how he did Dame Dash. We'll see what happens next. Yes, everything she said has been proven to be true. Everything she said about Diddy has proven to be true. And listen, I mean, can anyone else put some explanations together for all the stuff that she's saying? Like, look at how damaged these women are. She talks about Mary J. Blige a lot. And I don't doubt what she's saying. Like, if you follow Mary J. Blige, you know she's had a very tumultuous history. She's had a drug problem. She's had abusive relationships. Like, this last marriage she had with Kendall was just crazy. So I don't know. We'll see. It's crazy. It's alarming. And one thing she said that really stuck with me. When you think back to all the 90s R&B music, and even beyond that, like rap, like the whole Bad Boy, and let's not act like Bad Boy wasn't ruling like the 90s, okay? The whole Bad Boy era turned out to be a bunch of homosexual men trying to tell heterosexual women how to act. And when she said that, I was like, dang, she's right. She's right. Look at the way we're acting now. And it's like the men don't even want to be with the women anymore. But guess who wants to be with the women? The gay men. The gay men are hanging out with black women, and black women are hanging out with gay men, complaining about they can't find a man to be with. Makes sense if we've been listening to homosexual men all this time, telling us you know, be independent, pay your own bills, do this, do that, sell drugs like me, do this. And come to find out, no, real men don't want that crap. They don't want none of this mess that we've been programmed to believe that they want. Because it wasn't heterosexual men talking to us in the first place. I, for one, feel bamboozled, run amok, and led astray. Sitting there listening to all that Carl Thomas, and I go through Biggie Small songs so many times, and I'm like, wait a minute, now what did that really mean? I can't help it. I can't help my mind. The wheels are turning. Because you know, I don't know if y'all remember like the early 2000s, the early 2010s on YouTube when they was letting people say whatever they wanted to say, and all of these people started breaking down these songs and these videos and these subliminal messages. And I'm not saying they got them all right, but I'm not saying they got it all right, but what we're seeing play out before us now is proving that it's proven that they had most of it right, because they don't hide it anymore. There's a website that I used to visit a lot. It's called Vigilant Citizen, and he goes and breaks down the symbolism and the imagery in these videos and music videos and stuff like that. And now look, y'all can't think it's an accident that everybody is gay now. It can't be an accident. Everybody gay now. And I'm not just blaming it on the music. I'm not saying we blaming it all on the music. Absolutely not. I absolutely believe that this was an engineered event. This was a specifically engineered event. Okay, so I'm not blaming music. I'm not blaming music videos. Cause may not always equal correlation, but sometimes cause does equal correlation. And I'm going to have to say that this is one of those times. We can't, for us to keep ignoring the fact would mean that we just enjoy this ride down the tunnel of darkness that we're on. And please, we would like it to continue. I don't know about y'all, but I don't. And all the people that were, all of them, I'm making the band. I'm done. But now we can go back and see why nobody under Diddy succeeded. Danity Kane couldn't get nothing done, and they were great. I loved Danity Kane. They were good. Oh my gosh, the band that he put together off of making the band, not 112, but I used to love 112. But there was, anyway, like you just see what happened to everybody Diddy had anything to do with. Okay, so listen, it's evil. It's evil. It's all evil. It is. Wow, that's it. Look, think about it. Take a second. You know, people have been telling us a long time, be careful with that secular music. It has spirits. Be careful, be careful, be careful. And we never did listen because, we didn't have all the information. It's like, okay, you just telling me something, but you can't prove it. You know, you're not showing me nothing real. So I'm going to just keep diddy bopping. That's what we was all doing, diddy bopping. Just to find out Diddy didn't want to bop none of us. Not none of us girls. Ain't nobody sued her yet. She must be speaking fact. Period. Because y'all saw how fast Cardi B slapped that lawsuit on Tasha K. And if you follow Tasha K at all, you know she's still in shambles about that. Okay, done had to file bankruptcy. She going on live tour now, trying to raise money to pay off this lawsuit. Okay, so listen, they'd have been shut her down. Like the stuff that she's saying, Ben shut her down. You saw how fast Cassie got that 30 million. That's crazy. But I don't lie to y'all. I don't come on here to lie to y'all. I'm only going to tell the truth. Her Patty LaBelle. I'm going to have to go back and listen to that. I feel like I heard it, but I'm going to have to go back and listen to that. It's been an agenda from the name. From before then. From Grid, okay? If you know what Grid is, you know. An all-out attack. It is an all-out attack on us. And see, like, Day 26. Thank you, Keek the Chef. That was that name. Day 26. Love those guys. It's an all-out attack on us. And a lot of people try to like throw it to the side, like, oh, well, you know, they put the music out there for everybody, and white kids are the number one consumers of rap, and you know, they don't act like black kids do, and da 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 da. And it's like, but what you're forgetting is that it's not targeted to them, first of all. Second of all, most white kids have a support system to keep them fully grounded in their reality. And we know that a lot of black children don't. I mean, please, like, this could lead us down a rabbit hole, and y'all have my whole show about this. Boys in the Hood too. I remember them. Boys in the Hood. I don't remember them. I remember Day 26. I remember the making a band with like Babs. I remember Babs Bunny and Sarah and what's that dude's name? Chopper and the dark-skinned dude. I cannot remember his name. I love that guy. I don't remember his name though, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They say Young Jock is a Diddy bopper. And you see how he walking around right now with them freaking blowouts and perms and stuff. I mean, listen, everybody is not doing the same thing for no reason. Everybody is not going in the same direction for no reason. And I feel like what people refuse to acknowledge is the SPIR and conspiracy. SPIR is in spiritual. I feel like people miss that. And because there's not a documented meeting, or because it's not, you know, on television, or there are no notes about this meeting, that the Bible clearly, when the Bible clearly tells us the kings of the world conspire against the people of God, and because there's no proof, so everybody wants to act like, oh, that's crazy. What do you mean all these people got together and decided? And here's what we have to understand, Black people. I've said this before, because we do not remember our history. So we do not have continuity of generations, okay? My dad knows his dad. I don't know my dad's dad. I don't know his dad. I have no idea what his hopes and dreams were. I have no idea what he wanted. He didn't pass me down anything. He didn't pass me down a business. He didn't pass me down any money. I don't know this man. But if you go to Billy Bob's house, he's probably living in the house that his great-great-grandma and them left them centuries ago. It's pictures of everybody up on the wall. And see what I've learned since me and my husband have been like looking into owning land is that a lot of these people be sitting on acres, and a lot of these people be sitting on munyan, okay? Munyan, okay? But because it's not a big old elaborate mansion on the land, we'll just ride by and assume that they you know what we like to call them? Ghost trash. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying not to get dinged here. We'll just walk by, you know, we'll just drive by and assume, oh, they They got more money than all of us. But we don't have that. We don't have the continuity of the generations. So there's no way for our plan, which was established however many years ago, to carry on. But guess who does have continuity of generations? The people that you see in power now. George Bush and George Bush Jr. were continuing their great-grandfather Prescott Bush's dream of running the government. These people didn't just come out of nowhere. Their families have been in this thing, and or they are connected to other families who have been in this thing, and this is why their plans did to continue. We don't have that. So we don't have no plans. Ask average Black person what they're going to do. Go to college, get a job, have a family, raise some kids, and be done with it. There's no plan for world domination. And I'm not saying it should be. I know I said world domination kind of funny because I was thinking about like Pinky and the Brain. Technically we are called to dominate, okay? I'm not taking away from that. But with the current condition we're in now, we can barely take care of ourselves. Like there's no way we're coming up on anything. Okay. Let me get to the comments. I'm sorry. This was planned to infiltrate on the mind, made it normal by repeated season. I remember when Ellen had her TV show and she came out on her TV show, the people were in an uproar. Ellen was canceled. It was a big whole mess. But then I remember a show called Will and Grace. And the two of the main male characters were gay. No uproar there. Will and Grace was like one of the best sitcoms ever. And I watched it too. I love Jack. Okay. But there's no uproar. There's no argument. There is nothing like that. And then if you went, well, those was white people. Y'all remember In Living Color, Men on Scene? Hated it. Y'all remember that? They was feeding it to us back then. Y'all remember Wanda when Jamie Foxx was playing Wanda? Y'all remember that? Yes, they've been feeding it to us over and over again. And the people who have been warning us, the watchmen on the wall, the people who have not been afraid to cry loud and spare not, have been warning you that this is a plan from the beginning. Why else would they be putting this in front of your face if it's not something that they want you to partake in? And listen, I'm not going to blame our parents. I know my mama was working 2 and 3 jobs. She literally did not have time to sit down and monitor what I was watching on TV or, what was going on in my life. And again, that's part of the plan too, whether y'all realize it or not. That's part of the plan to keep the parents so busy at work that they have no choice but to send their kids to the school and let the government indoctrinate them with whatever they want to indoctrinate them with at this time. And at this time, it's the alphabet agenda. There is no reason that my child should walk in their high school classroom and see a trans flag. There's no reason that my child should be forced to call a man who very much still looks and talks and act like a man in their face. There's no reason my child should be forced to call this man a woman when it is clear that this man is not a woman. And the government just wants to be able to tell you not to believe what you see with your own naked eyes. And now I'm not going for that. This is a bottle of water. No matter what you say, it's going to be a bottle of water. This will always be a bottle of water. You're not going to tell me that that's something else when I can clearly see that it's water. And I can read that it says water. Come on. Them boys in the hood said, oh, okay, yeah, I remember that song. Okay, girl, okay, I remember. I never liked Diddy, never. Listen, who did like Diddy? Okay, who did like Diddy? And from the moment Suge Knight got on stage, what was that? The Source Awards. If you don't want your producer bopping in your videos, come on over to Death Row. Nobody liked Diddy. He's always been flagrant and arrogant like that. And we thought it was just an act. Like, oh, Diddy, he the producer. He was flaming in front of us the whole time, y'all. That man was straight on. How else do you explain the spandex suits in the freaking Mace video? Take that. Take what? Take what, Diddy? Take what? I ain't never heard no man walking around talking about some take that. Take what, sir? What are you talking about? Government equal control to mind, period. That's all they want to do. Aaliyah Tavia, thank you so much for joining me, sis. Speaking of government controlling the mind, I came across an article. No, it was a post on Facebook. Apparently, is it in Oregon? And I meant to look it up, but I lost track of time today. I think it's in Oregon that they want everyone with a small garden to register their garden. Allegedly, so that the USDA, I think it's so allegedly the USDA can combine everyone's information and share resources among the small gardeners. The heck out of here. I don't trust the government for nothing. Let us help you. Please. That reminds me of this movie we were watching. What is the name of this movie? Actually, I'm reminded of two movies, but the first movie is Fifth Wave. It's called Fifth Wave. Me and my husband watched it. It's on Stars. And in the movie, like society crumbled, electricity was gone, the house, it was a bad earthquake, like a series of events occurred so that people couldn't live in their homes anymore. FEMA was going out knocking on doors, taking people to the FEMA camps and stuff like that. So the girl it's a girl in her family. The mom doesn't make it, but the girl, her brother, and her dad wind up at this refugee camp. And it's like a makeshift community. They have a garden, they have food, they have clean water, everyone has shelter. Okay. Here comes the government talking about, oh, we're just here to help. And what's the first thing they do? Separate the children from their parents. What part of you helping me requires you to take my children from me? It makes me, again, look at our compulsory education system, because I'm sure that's what they said. Oh, it'll be a help to the families to be able to, educate your children. And now look at where we are. A nation of illiterate adults, and it's only getting worse. So yeah, thanks for your help, the government. So after they took the kids from the parents, they wound up killing all the parents, sending the kids to fight in a war. Let me make sure I'm not mixing movies. I feel like, no, I'm not mixing movies. Okay. It was one movie, not two, one movie. Okay. So they took the kids to this army base to prepare them to fight in this war, but they were telling the kids that they were fighting aliens, right? When they took the kids to get them ready for the war, they put these little microchips in the back of their neck. And they told them it's a tracker so we know where you always are, right? So the kids are walking around with these trackers in their necks. They send the kid out, this group of kids, the main group, they send them out on they say it's a practice mission or whatever. But what they do before they send them out on a mission, they sit them in this room. And on the other side of this mirror is what looks like a little boy. It looks like a normal child because he's hooked up to all these electrodes on his head. So, the person asks the kid, like, okay, you see this child here? Well, they're not what they look like. They turn off the lights and there's this light on the inside of their head. And it looks like there's an alien attached to their brain. That's what the image looks like when they put on these goggles. So they put on these goggles and they can see what's supposed to be inside this person. So when the brain lights up, they're telling them that that's an alien and that's who they need to kill. Okay. So they put on the goggles. If your brain lights up, you're an alien. They're going to kill you. While they're out on the field, though, fighting what they think is a practice mission, one of the kids gets fed up and takes the tracker out. And now all of a sudden their brain is lighting up. So another kid takes the tracker out. And so everybody figures out it's the trackers that stop your brain from lighting up. And the people who were commanding them are not humans. These are the actual aliens. And so it just makes me wonder, like with the mark of the beast and everything, is that how it's going to work? Like if you don't have the mark, your brain will still be lit? That is crazy. Okay, but I just went off on that tangent. I'm sorry. Like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications. I know this was not our main topic. Like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you know when we go live here at the House of Mono. Thank you to everybody that's joining the conversation. I'm going to get to your comments. I really am. Listen, if you like anything I'm saying or you like what we got going on here at the House of Mono, please head over to the Cash App, $, the House of Mono. Like we say here, $1 or $2 will do. So we want to thank you if you've already given, and thank you in advance if you plan on giving. Again, if you would like to donate directly to a family for the F3 Fringed Up Family Fest, please head over to 3mgmusic.com. If you want to donate to a family for the F3 Fest, that is at 3mgmusic.com. But if you would like to be a blessing to the House of Mono, $ the House of Mono on Cash App. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I just went off on a tangent. But it kind of it all goes in. It all honestly it all goes. It all goes. Honestly, it does. Shaka Boom 80, thank you for joining us. Right, it don't change the narrative. Nothing's changed. King Connect, Shalom and Shalom. Thank you for joining us. Farnsworth Bentley. Listen, people are waiting for that man to come out because they just know he has stories. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he like, look, I'm done with that part of my life. I don't want, because y'all remember he was Diddy's umbrella carrier. That man was with him everywhere. You did not see Diddy without him for a very long time. Y'all know this, okay? And I don't like, he left that whole situation and kind of went on with his life. So I'm hoping and praying that that brother is living a righteous life and he's doing good. Listen, we'll find out either way. Okay, the way this stuff is coming out, we'll find out anyway. And then just to find out that the city girls is sex workers, who big surprise. Are we really surprised? I'm gonna tell y'all why y'all surprised, because y'all still believe that these girls get up here and they just rap and that's how they make all this money. They just rap. They're just so great at rapping. Even though all the other musicians will tell you that it's hard to make money in the music industry days, but we just see these women pop up with these, and they just rap. Freaking horse. Actively horse. No, professional, active, like enlisted on the roster. And just in case y'all haven't seen this Jaguar Wright interview, let me warn y'all about a drug out here called Tusi. It's called Tusi. And what they do is they take cocaine and they put meth and ecstasy and everything else in it, and then they color it pink. And this is the drugs that they're using at the Diddy parties. Weird combination, right? Well, shout out to Jaguar, right? Because she explained it like this. They give you the cocaine to make you numb. It shuts down your conscious. You are in la la land. But the cocaine makes arousal impossible. So they give you the ecstasy so that you can feel things. It's like they want to shut off your brain, but not your body. That's what I'm guessing this concoction of drugs is supposed to do. So listen, just be on the lookout. I'm not saying any of y'all do cocaine. Just be on the lookout. Okay? Please don't do drugs. Okay. I remember it's a pretty old movie, but we just saw it. Really good movie though. Really good. No, it ain't. That's what. Yes. Yeah. The commanders of the army, they had the trackers in them too. Yep, exactly. Oh, spoiler alert. I'm sorry. I did say spoiler alert. I just feel like I'll be late to movies, so everybody else be late too. I don't know. The trackers made the one without trackers look like aliens. Yeah, so it made it look like there was like a parasite attached to their brain if they didn't have the tracker in. And if you don't know better, this would look like an alien object. Like, oh, I need to get rid of this. But, it was all a lie. Yep. Black fathers on the sitcom we watched as kids were gay. Uncle Phil, Carl Winslow, even the dad from Sister. No, not the dad from Sister is not gay. The dad from Sister is married to light-skinned Aunt Viv. Now, I do know that now. That I know. But Uncle Phil, Carl Winslow, and George Jefferson, these men, yes, they were all homosexuals. Why? Why? And you know, listen, it's not that complicated. I really feel like they try to overcomplicate things, and things aren't that complicated. You know how you could be talking to somebody and they say something to you, but you know the spirit wasn't right behind it. Like they might be like, "Oh, girl, that's a nice shirt," but you know, good and doggone well, she being sarcastic, jealous, or something else. It's the same. I feel like it's the same thing spiritually when you are entertained by someone. The spirit behind that person is going to come through in what they're doing. Like if I was getting up here BSing y'all would know it. You would know it. And you would be like, man, whatever. I'm not fooling with her. And so now you're broadcasting this in homes all across the country. And while we're speaking of sitcom dads, I had a conversation with someone the other day about the show Moesha. And first of all, Moesha was a hot mess. But because we're talking about TV dads, do y'all remember when Frank took Dorian in and that was supposedly his nephew? But then like the next season or whatever, it turns out that Dorian is really his son. And here comes this whole long story about Frank had an affair on his wife and, you know, made another baby. And now before this moment, Frank Mitchell was an upstanding gentleman. He owned a Saturn dealership. He was happily married. But in that 1 second, it's like, nope, can't have an upstanding black man on TV with no problems. With no problems. Because Carl Winslow was henpecked. And that's as clean as I can say it on YouTube. Y'all know what I mean. He was a punk. Carl Winslow was a whole punk. His wife and his wife's mother ran that household. Come on now. It was ridiculous. Now I will say, as far as TV dads go, if I had to pick one, no, I'm not going to. I'm still going to give it to Bill Cosby. I don't care what y'all say. I'm still going to give it to Bill Cosby. I'm sorry. I'm still giving it to Bill Cosby. Best TV dad, Bill Cosby. Y'all can write me. My email address is missmoundersworld@gmail.com. Okay. George Jefferson. Yes. Sherman Hemsley. Yes. Before he passed, he came out as gay. Yeah. This was early 90s. Yeah. How many of them have wife and kids? Farnsworth has a wife and 3 kids. I don't know, girl. Album sales show. It didn't come from the music. Album sales. Jacob, wake up, sir. You cannot be getting on this YouTube calling me big head. I don't know how old you are. I don't know where you're from. But when a man calls a woman big head or something like that, just please stop. Okay? I'm from Atlanta. We don't do that. Okay. But shalom and shalom. Thank you for joining me. And the drug, according to the old bodyguard, they put it in the juice and not the liquor because they know people watch out for Mickeys in the liquor. If you didn't open it, don't drink it. If you didn't pour it, don't drink it. If you didn't see the bottle opened and it poured right in front of you, do not drink it. Because apparently, and that's in the lawsuit though, there's a lot of that drugging going on in that lawsuit. It's crazy. Not my fault. Sister, but Moesha. Frank was gay in real life? No, stop it. No, I don't want to believe that. Frank Mitchell was gay. Oh my gosh. In real life. Oh man. They just had to, could not let this man be a good, decent, upstanding black man for nothing in the world. Couldn't control his daughter. Okay. And now that was one thing, but a whole love child. Come on now. That's crazy. That was too much. It was some crap. Cosby all day. Period. I'm Bill Cosby all day. I'm sorry. Like, that man ran his house, even though he was fair to his wife. You know what I'm saying? He listen, Bill Cosby all day. All right. They come to your job at least 1 or 2 times. Oh, that's so nice. I didn't know he was married with kids. I never heard of him not being hetero, though. I mean, I don't know, but I never heard no rumors about him, to not believe that. Uncle Phil was a pretty good TV. Uncle Phil was the best TV dad. I mean, I'm sorry. As far as on TV dads, he's the best. I only couldn't give it to him because why you gotta be gay, dude? Like, but yes, Uncle Phil, as far as TV dads, I would have loved to have a dad like Uncle Phil. Now, the new Uncle Phil, nah, he's a crook. Never mind. That makes more sense. Frank Gay rather than sister dad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, nah, sister dad is married to light-skinned Aunt Viv. They've been married for a while. Y'all can't tell me that about Frank. I didn't know. Like, I would have never guessed that. Not Frank Mitchell. Oh my God. I'm heartbroken. Rick Ross said Molly all in her drink. She didn't even know. Listen. Okay, that's kind of gonna go into our topic. So let's get into it. Like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you know when we go live here at the House of Mono. Also, don't forget to follow the 3MG YouTube. I forgot to tell y'all that, and I need to make a caption for that or something. The 3MG YouTube, follow that so you can keep up with monologues lives when my hubby go live for F3 and 3MG News. It will be on the 3MG YouTube. I mean, I'm sure it's on his stuff too, but don't forget to add the YouTube. Okay. All right. Now on to our main topic, which kind of goes into what Keith the Chef brought up. Listen, I have been very disturbed. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I've been very disturbed from hearing what a lot of our sisters are going through. Okay. And this is from phone conversations, the internet, Reddit. I love Reddit. I read Reddit a lot. Reddit, TikTok, whatever. It is disturbing to me how disillusioned we have become to think that by having a man in our lives, that is going to solve all of our issues and that is going to make everything okay, especially when we know we are not on our P's and Q's as much as we should be. Okay. And what I mean by that is, a lot of times, like when you start these conversations, it's I'm lonely. Nobody likes me. I don't know why. This and this and this and that and that and that. And as you get to know this sister, because I'm talking about sisters, I don't counsel brothers. I don't have nothing to do with that. But as you get to know this sister, or as you know what I'm saying, y'all social media feeds are very telling. Okay. So as you scroll through the social media feed or whatever, then you begin to see that maybe there are some internal issues, ma'am, sis cousin, that you need to address before you start trying to add other people to your life. And I know nobody likes to hear that. I'm not supposed to say that. What do you mean? I am okay. And any man that likes me should just accept me the way that I am. You all messed up. Kids running around crazy. Have a job, don't have a job, can't keep a job. Can't keep a steady stream of income. Can't be consistent with anything. Your hygiene is questionable. No, you look good when you walk out the house, sure. But if somebody walk up on you and take a whiff, or if we reach under that wig, and so instead of us dealing with our internal issues, we will fall into the delusion that this world has to offer. And because God loves us any way that we are, and he accepts us unconditionally, then why shouldn't a man love me any way I am and accept me unconditionally? Because if I'm good enough for God, then If I'm good enough for the creator of the universe and he loves me no matter what, then who are you to turn your nose up at me? And I came to tell y'all that you've been living a lie. Okay, you've been living a lie this whole time. Because believe it or not, the Most High God does require things from you. I know we've been sold this lie of unconditional love, but no love is unconditional. No love is unconditional. I just read about another mom. This is a separate one from the one I told y'all about last week. Another mom left her three-month-old or 3-year-old, something like that, home to die while she went on vacation again. It was a 3-year-old. It was a 3-year-old and an 8-year-old at the house. The mom left for 10 days. The 8-year-old's calling the mom. Something's wrong with my brother. Something's wrong with my brother. You need to come home. Something's wrong with my brother. The mom ignored the boy the whole time until the 3-year-old died. So as much as I want to say that unconditional love is something you should only expect from your mother at birth, I can't even say that. Look at how, if you make it to birth, because at a pregnancy, you would expect some unconditional love, right? No, you don't even get it then. Because you got to make it out the womb alive, not via a vacuum. You got to make it. And see, love is an action word. It requires action. And here's what nobody wants to hear. It requires action on both parts, okay? Because even when Adam and Eve was in the garden, okay, and we're talking about the very first ones that we're discussing here, they had rules, did they not? When the Most High spared Noah from the ark, it wasn't because Noah was so fly. It wasn't because his wife was so fine. It wasn't because he had so much money. It's because he was righteous. That is the only thing that spared Noah and his family in the flood. It wasn't unconditional love. The Most High didn't just look down at Noah and was like, oh my gosh, look at him. I just love him so much. I'm just gonna. None of that ever happened. The Most High didn't spare his own son. Y'all know what I mean. I don't mean biological. Y'all know what I mean. The Most High didn't spare Yahushua. He loved him, yes. But there was a condition to the relationship continuing, was it not? He was here to carry through a mission. And when Yahushua was praying in the Garden of Gethsemane, he said, please, if there's any way I cannot do this, please let me not do it. The Most High considered Noah's prayer enough to say, no. Am I talking about the right person? Do I mean Noah or Abraham? The Most High cared enough about Noah, I think, because that was Lot's cousin, I think. Okay, y'all know, the Most High cared enough about Lot and whatever family member was praying for him, please forgive me, to spare his family from the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. But there were rules. Even in the escaping of the destruction, there were rules. He told her, don't look back. There was a rule. I love you. I want to save you. I don't want to see you destroyed, but this is what I need you to do. The rules are there for a reason, guys. The law is there for a reason. It's not for fun. It's not because the Most High has nothing better to do. It's not because he wanted to just give us this whole world, but say, no, I'm going to save this for me, or I'm going to save this for... No, it's not that. They're there to help, to protect you. Just like when you love your child, you give your child rules and boundaries because you love and protect them. And you understand that they are not wise enough to see the big picture of everything that is going on. And therefore, they are not capable of making the best decisions. But because we refuse to acknowledge the fact that compared to the Most High, we are children, Because we refuse to acknowledge that, we keep going through life stiff-necked and hard-headed thinking we know it all. And because of that, you keep ending up in these abusive relationships and these horrible situations because you will not take the time that is required to repent and turn away from your sins. You don't want to do that because it's not fun. It's not lit. It's not turned. Everybody not there. There's nothing about this that I can post on IG. But if I do post it, nobody's going to like it. As if you can get to heaven and explain to the Most High, well, I didn't carry forth the ministry that you put forth in me because I was too embarrassed about what other people think. I did not carry forth the purpose that you put in me at birth because I was too worried about finding a man and I didn't want people laughing at me, as if that is going to spare you when it comes time for you to stand before the Most High. And y'all keep playing with your soul like in the words I Gazelle, you playing your soul like it's a sport. Like the outcome doesn't matter. Like, oh, well, win, lose, or draw, everything's going to be fine. And that is not true. You do not understand because we have these finite minds. And I'm not saying that I'm capable of understanding, but I get the fact that eternity is a long time. And this part of what I'm living right now is just a part of that. And this part of what I'm living is a part that I am responsible for so that the next part can hopefully go good. But if I'm not pouring my all into the Most High and laying before him and really giving him back everything that he's given me, because you can't give back to the Most High anything he didn't give you in the first place. Hello. Because I would not give back what he's given to me. I'm not saying you can look dumb on Judgment Day, but a lot of y'all gonna be standing there with the boo-boo to full face. Let's get to the I'm sorry. Let me get to the comments. You're going to be standing there with the boo-boo. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't think it was real. When you had all these warnings, you've had people telling you all your life. Listen, your grandma and them wasn't talking about Jesus is coming for no reason. They might not have had everything right, but they knew the Most High was going to send his son back to get y'all. They knew that. They didn't know when, just like none of us knew when. Some of y'all thought y'all life was going to be over after the eclipse. And now what? And I have a question. If it would have ended for you on the eclipse, what would have been the destiny of your soul? We always like to talk about how, all these false prophets and false witnesses and people is making up stuff. But do you ever really stop to think like, wait a minute, what if this is it? Am I ready? I used to go to this church called Deliverance Jesus is Coming, the late Bishop James Efford. That was a wonderful man. I love that man. The theme of the church was, are you ready to meet God? Are you ready to meet God was the theme of the church. And no, they may not have been teaching us the law per se. They did not have, that to give us, but there was a sense of righteousness and holiness. Speaking of that, hold on, let me get to this comment. Aziza, thank you so much. Okay, this cleanliness is next to godliness phrase that she brought up. First of all, let me just tell y'all, I really used to think that was in the Bible. As much as we used to hear that, I really thought it was in the Bible. Okay? Let me just tell y'all, it's not. But we were told this repeatedly, and not just physical cleanliness. Although, let me tell you something, okay? I grew up in a generation that did not play about getting up on Saturday morning and getting that house clean. No, we're going to get up on Saturday. Listen, Shirley Caesar, Vicki Winans, the Georgia Mass Choir, the Mississippi Mass Choir, Donald Lawrence. Listen, Saturday morning, you're getting up and as soon as you hear the music, just go on and roll out the bed and pick up something and start cleaning. They believed in cleanliness. Your hygiene better be on point. My mother did not care where we were. Let her smell something. It could be somebody walking by. The first thing she gonna do is turn around and look at me and my brother. Is that y'all? Is that y'all? Y'all walking around smelling like that? Because they did not play. They understood that you do not come before the Most High any kind of way. You do not be out here calling yourself a Christian, a representative of God, looking, smelling, and acting any kind of way. What presentation are you making for other people? Let me tell y'all something. My husband had a talk with me recently, and it really caused me to change the way I dress. Okay. And listen, I take my boys to boxing during the week and I go out to run errands. Okay. So I'm not going to work every day. You know, I'm not doing anything super formal. At the time, I was just looking at it like, well, I'm just running to boxing. Who cares? I'm just, you know what I'm saying, running to the store. Who cares? But my husband brought it to my attention like, no, you out here representing the Most High. And also him, you know what I'm saying? But you out here representing the Most High. People are starting to see you. People are starting to know you. How are you presenting yourself? And so it caused me, even in my running errands, or even if I'm just taking the boys to boxing for an hour, it caused me to be more careful of how I present myself, how I look, how I dress, making sure my hair is done every time I walk out the door. And yes, in this generation, it's like, oh, we ain't got to do all that. In the generation of women that wear bonnets out the house, slippers out the house, pajamas out the house, we ain't got to do all that. It doesn't matter. But I'm here to tell you that it absolutely does matter. Even if you take the spiritual aspect out of it, it does matter because you are a representation of Black people. We love to talk about all the time how people judge a whole race. People will judge all Black people off of their encounter with you. And now we know this, but we do not adjust our behavior to this. Why don't we? Because I'm going to tell you something. When you take care of your presentation, people talk to you differently. People treat you differently than when you just throw on some sweatpants and you walk out the house in a bonnet. Try it. Try it. You'll like it. If you don't, call me back. We'll figure this thing out. Yes, the cleanliness phrase. Oh, it was Abraham's cousin. Okay, I'm sorry. I was reading about Noah this morning and I started going down his genealogy and I got to Abraham. So that's why I was confused, but thank you. Okay. And mad if she was up cleaning and you were oh, listen, no, my mama didn't play that. Oh no, she wasn't gonna be the only one up cleaning. And she went, if we, okay, say I'm in the living room watching TV or something, and my mom start cleaning, that's your cue to get up and start cleaning too. You're not gonna just sit around. No, my mama didn't play that. My mama didn't play that at all. And we need to get back to some of that. We need to get back to some of that because we as a people are just, we as women are lost. We do not have the basic feminine traits and characteristics anymore. I know I'm not supposed to say this. I'm not supposed to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Okay. And I'm all for self-expression. Don't get me wrong. Y'all see, I wear my makeup. I like my little jewelry. You know, I like to do my hair. So I'm all for self-expression. I like to keep my nails done. I'm all for self-expression. Okay. But some of y'all take it too far. Some of you take it too far to the point where you don't appear feminine anymore. Feminine is supposed to be the opposite of masculine. And maybe we forgot that masculine means hard. Okay. And I know we live in a world of toxic masculinity, but I'm here to tell you that toxic masculinity is a lie. The whole concept of that is a lie. Okay. There are toxic men, just like there are toxic women. And so their behavior is toxic. But as far as masculinity itself, no, masculinity is not toxic. It is very much needed. And maybe because masculinity is not there And remember, the man is the head. The man was first. Okay. So now once you've removed the head, so now where is the thing? Where's the goalpost? Where is the thing that we're supposed to be judging ourselves by? Where's the standard? We don't have a standard anymore because our men are gone. And I know none of y'all like to freaking admit it, but just like your oldest child is your second parent, if the Most High made men first, then they're the oldest child. And is the oldest child not responsible for all the other children? I know that's how it was in my house. I was the oldest child. Even when I was with my cousins for the summer, I was the oldest one there. So I was responsible for what everyone else was doing. So we can understand that concept in order to discipline our children, but we can't apply that concept and understand that men are supposed to be the head. But anyway, I digress, okay? We've removed the standard, so we don't have anything to base our femininity on. I'm only feminine because I'm the opposite of masculine. You look at masculinity and you see this, and then you can look at me and say, dang, okay, she's the opposite of him. These two things are meant to complement each other. My husband is logical. I'm emotional. My husband I balance him out. He don't like to try new stuff. I do. He don't like to eat new things. I do. You understand? We balance each other out. But there's no balance if there's no standard. And we've come so far away from the standard, we don't even know what we're supposed to be doing as women anymore. We pushed the man out because the government told us they had a check in our apartment for us, aka the projects. And so now instead of the man being free to come in his home and try to establish something, anything, listen, even if we had to work with our brothers at that point, think about everything that Black people had been through: Reconstruction, the BS civil rights movement. And now after the civil rights movement, we still had to deal with welfare and all that crap. Yeah, that's right. Kudos for your civil rights movement. So we've pushed our men out of the home and we wonder why they always in the street, why they out on the corner hanging out. Well, you can't let them in the house, or you won't let them in the house. So where are they supposed to be? And I may be oversimplifying this, but think about it for a second. Just think about it. Take a second. Let me get to some of these comments. Okay, wait, where was I at? All right. Comment. Wearing pajamas outdoors is from those Europeans. Listen, when you read the Bible and you come across stories of our sisters, I don't hear of any of them looking shabby or anything like that. We don't hear of these things. If you look back at pictures of our people once we came through slavery and Reconstruction, and we were able to have things, but even when we didn't have things, we did the best we could with what we had. But you see Black people come up in like the 60s and 70s, and you see how we were dressing and taking care of ourselves, and the women's hair was done and everyone was together in more ways than one. Okay, what's it? Not that she was leaving the house being immodest, just speaking on looking dope when we leave the crib. Just yes, thank you so much. My man always got my back. No, I wasn't walking out here immodest or anything like that. Everything was covered up. I just, you know what I'm saying? It looked like I was just running somewhere. When it, you know, I should have been doing more, and I am now. All praises to the Most High. But again, y'all don't want to listen to a man, so. And here, let me just say this, okay? Being obedient to the Most High and subsequently being obedient to my husband has allowed me to experience some things in life that I would not have. It has allowed me to enjoy some different perspectives even, or just have a different quality of life. And because y'all don't want to listen, again, because God loves me, so I should be good enough for you just the way that I am, you'll never get to experience these things, because guess what? The kind of man that can unlock that for you is not going to put up with your crap, sis. Okay, I just wanted to tell you that. All right. Okay. Yeah, we really need to get back to that as a whole. I feel like they started changing that when women started working and taking jobs in the 60s. And listen, the whole women in the workplace movement, okay, boo to those women. Boo to them. I saw a TikTok the other day that said, I want to go back to whatever woman fought for women to have the right to work and tell her to shut the hell up. Okay? Like, no, listen. Who wants that? I don't. And of course I would not be able, speaking from the mind I have now, from my past experience and just from knowing myself, I don't believe that I would be able to live in the degree of femininity that I live in now if I was working a regular job. The time is just not there for that. Like I'm in my soft girl era, honey. I take jacuzzi baths. I lay out on my back deck and sunbathe. I'm in it, okay? But I feel like as women, that's where we should be. Like every woman should be in her soft girl era. All praise to the Most High. We're going to get righteous and we're going to get back to that. Because I want that for my sisters. I don't want y'all out here having to face and fight the world. And that's the thing. When you don't have any outside stress or outside tension, it makes it very easy to be easygoing at home. When you're not out, when I don't have to get up here and face the world at 6 and 7 a.m., it's very easy for me to tell my husband yes whenever he wants, because I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow. Sure, why not? You the boss, whatever you say. I know the boss gonna let me sleep in, so why not? Okay. Masculinity, real masculine. Listen, it is a wonderful thing. I never want to be without I tell y'all this all the time. I don't understand people that want to go places without their husbands, because I don't want to go nowhere without him. I like feeling safe, protected, and taken care of. I don't know why. I don't want to be out here having to be all defensive. Like, I went through that. Okay. I lived that single life and I did not enjoy it. I did not at all. I want my man with me wherever I go. Oldest child, dang girl, I never thought about it that way. All praise to the Most High. I'm not smart enough to think of that. That was him. But that's literally how it is when you think about it in principle. Adam was here first. He gave Adam all the rules. Adam was supposed to pass the rules on to Eve, was he not? And then when Eve sinned, did Adam not also get in trouble because I told you first? As the oldest child, let me assure you, that's how it goes down, okay? You knew better. You were supposed to be watching them. You should have told them. Same thing with the men. But y'all don't want to give them that. Like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you know when we go live here at the House of Mono. Listen, just say it, sis. It was gay for us to start with. Say that. Say that. That was never on my agenda. Okay? Never. That's some straight up trying to be equal. That is some crap having to work. Crazy. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm not bashing on people who have to work. That's not what I'm saying. No, I'm just stating my personal feelings behind it. And I enjoyed what I did. Like, I was a surgical tech. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying nothing like that, but you want to just get on the mic then? All right, guys. My Lord, my God, ladies and gentlemen. Bro, one of them. He is. Listen, I love my husband. Okay. Like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you know when we go live here at the House of Mono. If you like something I'm saying or you just like what we got going on here, please head over to the Cash App, $, the House of Mono. Yes, $1 or $2 will do. Again, if you wish to sponsor or donate to a family for the F3 Friendship Family Fest, those donations go to 3mgmusic.com. So anything for F3 Friendship Family Fest, 3mgmusic.com. If you would just like to support the House of Mono, you're going to head to the Cash App, $, the House of Mono. Listen, this Saturday, we will be observing our Passover here at the House of Mono. So if you will be in the Metro Atlanta area and you would like to fellowship with us, please send my husband a DM. My husband, not me, a DM at Monologue Magad, MONOLOG MAGAD. I'm going to put it up for you guys so you can see it. Hit him up, let him know, hey, brother, I'm looking somewhere to fellowship for a Passover, and we will get back to you on that. And that will be on this Saturday, actually. So, okay. She said, I have to work, and I still think it's gay. Angelina. I can't wait to meet Angelina at F3 because I have a feeling she is a blast to be around. Leah said, I hear you. Listen. It is. All right. It is. Period. All right. So I know we did not, my main topic was chasing the bag, but I wanted to have this self-check, and we're probably going to continue this topic next week. I think I want to make this a series because I really feel like we need to stop everything else and work on ourselves, work on the inside of us, because nothing else is going to go right. Y'all know I'm a little authoress, okay? And so a piece that I'm working on, I think I'm gonna make it a short story, but it's called Mirror Mirror. And it was inspired because the Most High was kind of dealing with me, and it was like, life is like a wall of mirrors. Like, imagine you wake up and your bedroom is covered with mirrors. Your bathroom is covered with mirrors. Everywhere you go is covered with mirrors. And throughout the day, when you look at this mirror, you can see yourself depleting. Like, every frustration wears you down. Every issue you run into, it wears you down. And you're just being depleted. And so by the end of the day, what do you have left to offer? What part of you, what part of your life do you have to offer everyone? And so this is why it is important to get the word in us. This is why it is important. I don't want my tongue messing up. This is why it's important for us to be consuming more righteous content. And listen, I had to check myself about this because I still like to turn up every now and then. You know what I'm saying? That Everybody remix by Nicki Minaj, because I love the original song. She messed it up for me, you know what I'm saying? But I like hood stuff sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was a reality check for me too. Like, I need to start watching what I'm consuming, because what you put in is what you put out. Okay. And so when you're having those stressful moments or you're having those weak moments and you're looking for a standard, you're looking for something to hold you up. If you don't have that solid foundation of the word inside of you, nothing's gonna be there, because you can't fight darkness with darkness. And I don't care how much Reiki you do, how much yoga you do, how much manifesting you do. I don't care. You can read all the tarot cards that you want. You can go to all the astrologers that you want. You can do whatever besides the word of God you think you can do. Go ahead and try it. But I'm here to tell you that darkness cannot beat darkness. You can't fight darkness with darkness. It's just going to get more dark. It's just going to keep getting darker for you. Your life is going to keep getting darker. Did y'all see the astrologist? And my brother Cher mentioned it yesterday on Truth Be Told Flex podcast. She was a full-on witch. She was into astrology. She was an astrologer. The day of the eclipse, she killed her boyfriend. She had a 9-year-old that was holding an 8-month-old baby in the backseat of the car. She gets on the highway and throws the 9-year-old while she's holding the 8-month-old out of the car, and then runs into a tree. everyone died except for the 9-year-old. You add darkness to darkness, you just get more darkness. Astrology is darkness. Tarot cards are darkness. Psychics, darkness. And I know what you may be saying. It's accurate. It's true. Everything they say comes up true. I'm not saying that these powers are not real. I never said that the powers of darkness were not real. Nobody doubts. Only a fool doubts the presence of their enemy. Okay. So I'm not saying that these things are not real. They are very much spoken of in the Bible, and we are expressly forbidden from taking part in them. There's no answer for you in anything but the Bible. The only thing you're going to find is another. It's like when you go through a roundabout. I don't know how many of y'all have ever been to a roundabout, but they replaced intersections. So it's like a 4-way stop, but instead of everyone stopping and waiting, you stop and you wait for your turn to go in this circle, and then you get off where you were going to go. But when you refuse to repent and turn away from your sins, you just keep going in the circle around this roundabout, and you never get off the circle. You just keep spinning and spinning and spinning. And I want so much for my sisters to get out of this spiral. I want for us to start moving ahead instead of just staying stagnant and doing the same things over and over again, being insane, doing the same things over and over again and expecting a different result. Okay. So yes, we are going to continue this series. I'm probably going to change the name to something else, but I'm just going to warn y'all, like the next few episodes of Why Boaz Don't Want Your Ass is going to be hard and it's going to be about you, but I feel like we need this. Okay. Paxton and Atticus, ladies and gentlemen, in the building. Paxton is awake, y'all. No, listen, you got to say hi to everybody because you're usually sleepy. Oh, you got pizza? This boy is eating pizza down here. Atticus, why are you drinking my water?
Yes,
Every time Atticus come down here, whatever I'm drinking, he starts drinking. It's ridiculous. Where's my mouse? You see, you moving stuff around, Atticus.
But we 12 people are watching us.
Atticus, you're not supposed to say the number, baby. Stacy Phillips, shalom and shalom. Thank you for joining me. Phillips, I don't know if you're related to me or not. That's our last name. If you are, hey, auntie, cousin. But hey, shalom. Thank you for joining us. Right. Thank you, Aziza. Shalom and shalom. Key, I don't want to know nothing before it comes.
1 hour 52 minutes.
Okay. See, Leah said, hey. Say shalom to Leah. We'll see you on Saturday, Leah. I believe you'll be here on Saturday, so we'll see you on Saturday. We'll see Leah on Saturday. What else was I gonna say? See, y'all knocked me off my train of thought when y'all walked in here. But I hope something that yes, I hope something that I said today is helpful to you, whether you're watching it live or on the replay. What was I was about to do something and I don't remember. Make sure you are following my hubby at Monologue McGad, MONOLOG MAGAD. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the YouTube. Turn on your notifications so you know when we go live here at the House of Mono. My hubby is also on Facebook, Instagram. He's on the TikTok. He don't use the TikTok, but he is on there. What's my hubby? It's another word for husband. Okay, family. We family. Hey, boo. Listen, it's a lot of y'all. Okay, so I'll be trying to keep up with y'all. It's a lot of y'all. After you get off work, okay, babe. Okay, so what else was I gonna say? Okay, just in case you weren't here at the beginning or maybe you forgot, I am at Miss Mono's World in these content creator streets, and now I am active on the TikToker, the Instagram, the Facebook, Thread. Not so much. Like, who cares about Threads anyway? It is another social media network. Honestly, we don't need it. Miss Mono's World on all those things. I am not on the X. I was never really a Twitter person, so I didn't really, do the whole X thing. For information about F3 follow the 3MG YouTube, okay? When we're done here, search for 3MG on YouTube. Subscribe to the 3MG YouTube. Turn on your notifications so you know when Monologue Magad is going live with 3MG info, F3 updates, and things like that. What else was I about to say?
Yeah, let me say something.
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to say shalom and shalom to everybody. Hey, man, y'all give a hand clap of praise for this woman. I think she did an outstanding job today as well as all the time. Hey, man, y'all make sure y'all goddamn give her an encouraging word, man. Send her a message. Man, everything is a blessing. Man, look, send her $1 to the Cash App, man.
Send me $1, y'all.
I want to let you know, man, this woman be... Hey, she did an outstanding job. Give me a kick. I fussed at her a little bit today before the show. You know what I'm saying? And she came on and did her thing, man. I just want to let her know, you know what I'm saying? We push for excellence here at the House of Mono, man, and we just want to invite you all. You know, we got F3 coming up for those that'll be attending with us and celebrating with us this weekend for Passover. Man, we're gonna have a blessed time, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, just want to let y'all know I love y'all, bro. Sheesh, we at. I'm out.
Monologue Brigade, ladies and gentlemen. He's dead. That's right. Okay, great. We will. Okay, all right. Oh, all praises. Listen, boy, why you turn off my fan? Listen, let me tell y'all something. Y'all think my husband be harsh when he be on these lives talking to y'all about y'all art? You gotta try to live with it, honey. Let me tell you something. They don't call this man my God for nothing, okay? But I appreciate it. I love him. I can't explain it to y'all, okay? I'm not saying that it's always a field of flowers, but the end result always proves to be worth it. So shout out to that man. Boy, stop. And Atticus over here just pushing the buttons. You are not the producer. Keep your hands to yourself, okay? No, you're not the producer either. This why they come in at the last minute, y'all, because these boys is... Look at Atticus smile so everybody can see your missing teeth.
Mrs. Mono.
This is my youngest baby. Okay, so this is the last time I get to experience the whole teeth falling out thing until I have some grandbabies, Lord willing, which will be a while. I'm not rushing my kids. If any of my children are listening, this is not me rushing you. Take your sweet time, please. Okay, I'm in no rush to be a grandma. All right. Yes, you do. Well, no, not now. You're only 8. It's a lot of responsibility for an 8-year-old. Stop, Atticus. Gosh, sleep. All right, y'all, we about to go because these boys is acting up. Paxton. Okay. Like I said, I hope something. Let me hold this guy down. I hope something I said was helpful to you on today. Whether you're listening live or to the replay, I can be reached for questions, comments, concerns, topics that you would like for me to discuss. MissMonosWorld@gmail.com, 3mgmusic.com for F3 information. And don't forget to follow at F3 Friendship Family Fest on the socials, on the IG, the TikTok, the Facebook. All right, I think that is it for us for tonight. Atticus, the businesses. Tell them about the businesses.
Oh, we do top tier parties are the bounties, productors are the shirts, and finally, Sheba's puppies.
No, Shira's in heat right now. She's not pregnant yet. She's in heat. My husband's going to check her on Sunday. So we'll see what's going on from there, but hopefully this time, yeah, she'll have some puppies for us. Okay, anything else?
I love it.
I didn't ask you to read the comments. Listen, I said anything else. No, Paxton, what are you doing? All right, guys, let me put these boys to bed because they are sleepy. I love y'all again so much. We will see you guys. I believe we're going live Saturday for our Passover. I don't know it starts at 6:00. Our Passover starts at 6:00 on Saturday. I believe we will be live for that. So we will see you guys in these internet streets on Saturday. Also, I believe on Monday, my husband will be going live again with F3 updates and different information on that. So again, be sure you're subscribed to the 3MG YouTube. On Wednesday, it's not a House of Mono production, but they are family. The Truth Be Told Flex podcast. You can, boy. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry, y'all. See how they just come in here and start tearing stuff up. Be sure to check out the Truth Be Told Flex podcast Wednesday nights at 8:30. You done tore up my fan. Dang it, he broke my fan. Wednesday nights at 8.
No,
it's over for the fan. Wednesday nights at 8:30 on YouTube. Truth Be Told Flex podcast. Make sure to check them out and then come back and kick it with me next Thursday. Same black time, same black channel. Thursday, 8 o'clock, YouTube at Monologue Magad, MONOLOGMAGAD. Come kick it with me and the family.
Mama,
No, you didn't. All right, we're out of here. I love y'all so much. Shalom, y'all.
Mono.
Living super clean. That it came up.
One time for my king doing king things. Mom these hoes cause he know he got a good thing. I
Tune
submit.
in to Why Boaz Don't Want Your Ass with your host, Miss Mono.
Shalom and shalom, sisters and cousins, and praise the Lord saints. It's your favorite housewife, Miss Mono.
Every Thursday from 8 to 10 p.m. live on YouTube at Miss Mono's World and Monologue Magad. Now also available on the Saya TV on Roku and Fire Stick. Why Boaz Don't Want Your Ass. Don't miss it.